Today we're going to be looking at Froch versus George Groves in their first encounter, where Groves nearly caused a big upset early on in the later stages of the first round. Early on in the fight, Groves was able to control the distance and the pace by doubling up his shots rather than throwing single jabs. Groves is throwing his shots with a lot more power and conviction, which is making Froch a lot more hesitant to be able to stand and trade with him, hence why he's pouring out his jab rather than committing to it. With very few of Froch's shots landing and to minimal effect, he's now getting agitated. You can see here he throws a wild, looping left hook. Groves is a lot more confident with his range and distance control and seems to wait for Froch to overextend so he can follow up with the 1-2 that he's been so successful with early on in the first. With less power and less conviction coming from Froch, Groves is able to sit back and counter by parrying the lead hand of Froch out of the way as he overextends. Froch once again misjudges the distance, overextends, and Groves is able to counter back with a 1-2 down the middle, missing with the jab, but leading up with a cross, clipping the chin of George Groves, essentially forcing him onto the back foot again. Groves eventually pressures Froch straight onto the ropes, where both men are having an exchange. Both men will reset here, but as you can see, George Groves' guard is already engaged, where Froch's hands are low below his waist. He'll step to the side, and without any setup, throws a looping right hand over the top. George Groves is able to get out of the way, throw a check left hook, right hand down the middle, knocking Froch down onto the canvas. Let's have a look at that again in slow motion. Both men will land an exchange on the ropes, with George Groves resetting into a decent guard position. Froch will reset, step his right foot to the side, and throw a looping right hand over the top. George Groves is able to see this enough in time to take the power off. He'll throw his check left hook, big right hand down the middle. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe, and tune in weekly for more fight analysis videos.